Good evening, everyone. I'm Julie Sanders, Independent Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And we're here tonight. Dawn is not here yet. I don't know if she'll get here. Her dog was hit by a car, and so she is not going to be here. So I'm taking over with Stig and Sherry. And we're going to try this Zoom thing because this is new to me. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about building belief. And we're going to start with the products. And for me, that was a no-brainer. I was very skeptical. I watched Dawn for 6 months. When I got them, I joked about how, this is going to, make me feel awesome, make me lose weight. And, it worked. And it was crazy, but within 3 weeks, I was sold. So for me, it was a no-brainer. But then I started having friends, and they would try it, and they'd be like, I feel nothing. Or I lost, a pound. But, where's this great weight loss? And so it really is important for us to have belief that these products do work, because our friends are queuing off of that. If we're, I don't know if this is going to work for you. If you're tentative, they're going to pick up on that and, give it the 2 months and quit. But if you're like, no, this stuff will work, stick with it, then it will help build your business, and it'll help your friends get past the
uncertainty.
Right. Because it's a big chance you're taking. Will it work or won't it? And is it going to work for me? So we have to actually believe this stuff is going to work, and it does. And if you don't have your own massive, wonderful, awesome testimony, read other people's, go to other meetings, go to opportunity meetings, meet with other people, talk with them, have lunch. Because when you start interacting with real people whose lives are completely changed, it really makes you wake up like, hey, my friend who has allergies and now doesn't have allergies, I have lots of friends with allergies, and maybe it would really be huge for them, life-changing. So that's huge. Let me see. Oh, I was like I said, I was skeptical for 6 months, and then when I did get the products, I wasn't expecting them to actually work. I was actually expecting to just have diarrhea. And so the first 2 days, all I cared about was, I don't have diarrhea, So this is good,
You're recording this, right?
We are.
Okay. This so I can live on forever.
So, but then once they, by the 3rd day, I also had energy, and then it was like, wow, this is crazy good, But really, everybody's, when they enter, they have a different idea of what it's going to do for them. And so we need to really be certain. And so you build belief by talking to other people and going to meetings and reading testimonies, get on Plexus journeys, look at, friend people up on Facebook. That's how you build belief in the products. Do you guys have any other suggestions or?
For me, one of the things you're right about, Plexus is a set of products that is in a market that's full of products, right? And so the problem is that's why a lot of people come into it skeptical, because they face this from a lot of different other competitor products. And it's like, you really have to, it's not going to be one of those things like, oh, well, it might work for you, just give it a little bit of time. But you really have to be committed to it. And the fact that you have to convince people that, these products are good products and they will work. There's sound science behind them, and you've got, thousands of testimonials that prove that they work. So it's just a matter of, convincing people that these are not just run-of-the-mill, fly-by-night type of, products. There's something unique about them.
Anybody else?
Well, I don't think we can top that, Julie. I'm a little speechless myself. I didn't.
It's the diarrhea thing, isn't it?
It threw me off just a little bit. I thought I've heard it all by now. This is a new one. Hey, I'm just really glad I don't have diarrhea. Okay. You know, I think the main thing about this is, like Julie said, it's just belief in everything. And most of all, I think a lot of it has to do with belief in us. You know, believe that, you know, when I first began, I didn't think that it would work. I didn't think I would have diarrhea. I didn't think it would do anything, like, at all. For 18 months, I was like, it's a scam, it's a scam. But then things got so bad to start with that I was like, okay, even if it's a scam, at least I'm going to do something. And then I just didn't think it would work. And then when it worked, I was like, oh my gosh. But what made it hard was that others were saying things like, oh, it didn't work for me, or it didn't work for my aunt's brother's cousin, whatever. And I began to hear it, and then I doubted myself. It was like, wait a minute, I know it worked for me. I know I'm in my body, you know, so why doesn't it work? But that puts doubts. You know, don't doubt yourself, and don't doubt everyone else that have been on it. And sometimes it takes time to work, you know, and that's okay, because it doesn't need to work on day 1 or even on day 5 or maybe even on day 30. You know, this stuff works. That we know. We know for a fact. And I think one of the most the best things that I have heard in the last few months, it was when I was at training in April. Melissa Eichenhorst, who I love, Melissa, she's like so real and, you know, so amazing. She said, you know, at first when she got somebody to first try it, she said she would cross fingers and go, I hope this is going to work. And now she doesn't. What she does is when somebody first does buy it, she goes, I hope that they give it enough time because I know it's going to work. So I hope that they eat well and drink enough water and they give it enough time because this is going to work. Belief not just in the stuff and in you and in us, company, everything. So I think that's a really good point, Julie. Belief is so huge. It's just so huge. It's everything. Because it does work.
It is. And everybody reads off of your belief. If you're, you know, I don't know, they go, I don't know, you know, but if you're like, no, this is the real deal, they
Right.
get that. The other thing I thought of is 3-way Zooms or chats. If you don't have the testimony, get with your upline, get with Sig, get with Dawn, get with me,
Very.
somebody who has a testimony, because that will help you transfer that belief to your potential customer or to your customer or your new ambassador.
Yeah.
So,
you know, I just had something this week, just this week. Somebody, she tried it. She bought it a couple of weeks ago. We did a week thing with her, with a few of mine. And she came back to me, today's Monday, she came back to me on like Friday. I said, hey, how are you? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. She came back to me. She goes, I don't think I can take this stuff. And I went, what happened? What's the matter? Because she was so into it, she couldn't wait. I was like, what happened? She goes, you know, I tried it for 3 days, and I got sleepy. And I went, okay, let's talk about what you took and everything. She goes, the Excel, I think it did something to me. It made me sleepy. Now, of course, that's not what it should do. But and then she goes, and then I read more, and I read that you shouldn't drink chromium or take it for more than a few months at a time. Now, had she said that to me when I was in this for a week or a month, I would have been like, oh my gosh, wait a minute, maybe we shouldn't take it for more than a month. But that wasn't the case. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, first of all, if the Excel made you sleepy, I'm like, do you have ADHD or anything that when you take certain things that make others awake, or, you know, does it make you sleepy? And she said, oh, you know what? As a matter of fact, yes, I do. And I went, oh, okay. I said, and about the whole chromium thing, so there are many types of them. The picolinate is the one that you shouldn't take for more than a few months, but we don't use that. And so today, right before this call, she wrote me and said, you know what, I think I should take it one more week. Let me buy one more week worth. You know, boom, there it is. Had I crumbled and gone, oh, you know what, I'm sorry, it shouldn't have done that, I would have lost her. But I didn't. And I took the facts that I knew and I placed them to her. So again, that belief, I know this stuff works. I know that it shouldn't make you sleepy unless you have something going on that, you know what she took might not have worked for her. So let's try something else. And I'm telling you girls, I seriously, and boys, I seriously think that it's going to work for her, because we're not going to use the same things. She is going to do Slim, but she will not do Excel or Edge that most of us take, and we're awake and we're all doing yay, 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 but she's not. It's making her sleepy. We have to try something else with her. So because I tuned into what I believe is so true, that this could work for anyone. You just have to put what you believe onto them, you know. And she totally changed her tune today. I'm telling you, her message to me a few days ago was just like, I'm not doing this. I can't do it. It's making me sleepy. It doesn't work for me. My doctor, I don't know what, she came up with something weird about the 5-HTP. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. You know, and I just took it and turned it around. And today she was like, you know what? You're right. I should try it again. You know, don't right away give up. And that, I think, for all of us, even me, I mean, that I knew from day 3 or 4, this worked for me. I saw a change in me. My head used to hurt every single day. I lived like that for over 20 years. The first thing is my head hurt. When I got up out of bed, I would pop Advil. You know, I mean, Rich, I saw the change in him from day 3. I saw that change. There was nobody that could tell me that his face didn't go from being gray, like this blanket right here, to pink in his face. There's nobody that could tell me that I was seeing things. I mean, I wasn't, you know, so because I saw it. So it was easy for me to say, oh yes, there was a change. This does work. And yet, after a few weeks, when I started to tell people about it, and they tried it, and they said, I didn't lose weight, I didn't feel anything, I would seriously doubt myself, even though I saw the changes. And not just with me, with Lou and with Shannon and with others who were so, it changed them. And still, I doubt it. It crept in, and I would think, is it just me? Am I crazy? You know, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. I believed enough to go, maybe I am, because we all know I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. And I'm certainly not stupid. And I know the difference. And that belief came in. So if you yourself do not believe it, if somehow that day that shred of doubt comes in, you talk to one of us. You talk to Julie or Sherry or Dawn or myself or Tracy or somebody who has been in it, who knows, no, stop, stop and think, because we can't all be crazy. I know we're all drinking the Kool-Aid, but it's there. There's something there, and we've got it. And I mean, yes, this has changed so much, for most of us on this call who are here right now, but it's changed so much more than just us. It is about so many others. And when there are those around me that need it and that won't even give it a try, it irks me. It bothers me. Like at night, I'm like, I don't understand. Why won't they give it a try even? Just try it. And then if it didn't work after the 60 days, well, then okay. At least you gave it the 60 days. But believe enough to go out there and share and say, this stuff works. Period. There is no, but maybe it won't work for you, or but maybe this part. No, there is no but. This stuff works. Period. End of the sentence.
Thank you, Sig.
And you might not have diarrhea, from it, and that's really good. That really.
I'm telling you, BioCleanse scared the heck off me.
Listen, I understand. I've seen some go cleanse. Oh no, I'm not doing that. And then I'm like, no. You won't take it and go, oh my God, I have to go to the bathroom right now. No, that's not how it works. But I get it. I just haven't heard anybody actually say it out loud on a recorded Zoom call. And I'm loving it. It's awesome. You guys, you are awesome. Julie and Steve, this is great. This is great. Great stuff for the books.
All right, so moving on to the comp plan, belief in the comp plan. First of all, the comp plan is fair. The people at the bottom can make money. That's huge. There are other companies where, like, you have to be in the top tiers before you ever see anything. And in Plexus, they make it fair. And if you're good at selling, you can make money. If you're good at team building, you can make money. If you're good at both, you can really do well. Right, Sig? The other thing about the comp plan is that it's extraordinary. I was at a vendor fair in the spring, and I was talking to the guy behind me, and his wife worked for another MLM. It was a competitor. They are a great company. They have great products. I've never heard anything negative about this company. And she was second from the top. She would be comparable to our Sapphires. And I said, can I ask, like approximately what does your wife make? And he said, I think about 60,000. And I went, holy cow. Our Sapphires make about 250,000. So that's pretty huge. That is a heck of a comp plan. Another thing that we have that I don't think very many other companies have are that the husbands can join under, or the wives could join under. And so you can get points from your husband, and then he gets the points, and then you get the points from him. You're double getting points. That's huge. Other companies make you sign under the same upline, like you have to, like the husband can't sign under the wife. They just don't have that. So that's huge. They pay real money. You can, if you sign someone who buys a welcome pack, you can get paid on Friday, and then you get paid commissions. It is fair for doing the work. It's just fair. It's good. It's crazy awesome. And it's set up for success at every level. So if you really just want the discount, you just want to buy your triplex, whew, you can do that. Nobody's going to push you to do more. But if you want to sell or if you want to use the triplex, and then you just, I don't know, you maybe want to sell your mother-in-law the ProBio, you can make a little money on that, you know, and you're good. You're in business and you're active and you're making a little bit of money. And if you want to go for it, you can go for it. And so it's really just set up for success because, uh-oh, something happened. Sorry.
In
Okay.
10 minutes.
Oh, really? Oh, my gosh.
I don't know why it's
No,
saying
that shouldn't say that. Sorry. My computer acted crazy. Let's see. So the other thing that Plexus has that's incredible is that our products are consumable and people want them. You know, I want to take Plexus for the rest of my life. And so when people get it and it works, we want to stick with it, which is huge because, you know, if you're selling kitchen gadgets, you're going to sell a kitchen gadget and then nobody's going to come back again and buy a kitchen gadget next month. So everything about the comp plan and the business is just phenomenal. And also, because of the products being so good, there's just self-incentive. You know, you get someone to try the product, they like the product, they want to share the product. It's like it's a perfect storm of awesomeness. My Zoom thing says I have 8 minutes left in this meeting. I said I had an hour, but I guess.
Oh yeah, it does. 8 minutes, 35 seconds.
Okay.
It's weird.
Is that because we started it too early, or
Oh.
because we started it for 10 to 15 minutes?
I don't know. I'm figuring out this Zoom thing.
So wrap it up.
So
Let's
we
go.
might have to cut it. Let me just put my notes. Okay, this is the part that belief in the company. This was huge for me because when I started Plexus, I really disliked all the talk about faith and belief when it came to business because my faith is in Jesus Christ. He's the one, you know. And for people to talk about faith, it really bothered me. It was a struggle. I didn't want to believe in Plexus. And so that was where I just really held it off, you know. But as I started thinking about it, I believe in all kinds of stuff, you know. We have an Edward Jones guy, and we love him, and we trust them with our money, and we believe they're going to do the best thing for our investments. Okay, you know, I believe Edward Jones is a good company. I believe all kinds of things about stuff. And so it just started to make sense that belief is really just trust, and you can trust this company. And the thing that was just huge for me was convention. That was incredible. I can't even I went in going, this is a good company, good products. It's going to be a great convention, and wow, just wow. Every executive they brought out was just top notch. They knew their stuff, very professional, extraordinary people, not just, you know, showmen or whatever. These were really, really smart business people. And they brought in the best speakers, and you know, you can't get like Rita Davenport if you're like some schmucky company. It was incredible. Everything in the presentation was so professional. Everything was so well done. It absolutely sold us on the company. Would you agree with that?
Right, and I think it's not just the professionalism of it, but is every person that came up to speak, you could hear their heart and what they were talking about. You could hear their level of belief and how much they were committed to the company. But it was more than that. It was the commitment that everybody in Plexus has to each other, to the success of each other. That it was like you had people who were at the highest levels of the company rooting with all their heart for the people at the lowest levels of the company, because they wanted them to see the success that they had. It wasn't because, oh, you need to have success so that I can have more success. It was, I want to see you do the same things that we were able to do and see the financial independence and freedom that we've had. It was that kind of commitment and camaraderie within the company. And it exists not just at the lower levels, at the silver and the golds and just the ambassadors. It existed all the way to the CEO, to the CFO, to all the marketing people. Everybody who were in on it were looking at the success of the people that were the ambassadors in the company. And to me, that just spoke volumes.
So that is all I have on belief, and I don't think we're going to get to the whole part about daily mode of operation since we have like 4 minutes left. Did you guys want to add anything about belief in the company?
Do you, Sherry? Do you have anything?
I was also blown away at convention and everything, even through the glitches and through the troubles. I have been blown away by just how awesome Plexus is. They make things right. They stand behind their products. They treat all of us amazing. My first paycheck, we were wondering what if we were in some kind of a legal thing. You know, I think that very first month I made $500. That's unheard of. I've worked for lots of other companies and businesses, and that is completely unheard of. It was crazy.
You know, guys, when I went in April, I got to tell you guys, I mean, talk about blowing your mind. You know, we got there, and first of all, everyone there, they welcomed us, and they didn't just go, hey, no, like, we mean everything to them. And, you know, they could have easily spent time, you know, trying to say, okay, now you have to hustle and work. You're now this jewel. And no, they did not. Not only did we all go for free, you know, we sat there. They got the top to talk to us and train us. And they spent almost one full day putting into us that we cannot make this business the most important thing to us, that we must spend time with your spouse, your family, your kids, that this is not the most important thing in life. And let me tell you something. I mean, we were all on the floor crying, literally hysterical crying, because it spoke to us. But it was also, oh my gosh, they really care about us. It wasn't like, okay, we're going to train you now. Go out there and find some more people to bring back here. At all. Was not doing that. They poured into us so much knowledge and love, and they care. And that, I think, speaks volumes. To me, it changed me. It changed everything that I thought about them, because we were just coming off of back office craziness. And it was like, I don't know how I got here, but thank God I'm here. Oh my God, you know? I mean, it was like, whoa, for real, this is the real stuff. This is who I want as my CEO. You know, somebody who came in and cried in front of us. In front of us, he was crying. It was craziness. Craziness.
Wow.
And I mean, my hope, my prayer is that you all get there and see what we are about. Because when you step in, it's a whole different world. And it's love. And there's a lot of love there between them and us and everybody. I mean, look at, you know, all somebody has to say is, can you help? And everybody's there. It says a lot.
Very good.
That's cool. All right, we're less than a minute now, so we're going to have to wrap it up. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Sig and Sherry, for jumping in and helping me. I guess we're signing off. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Night, guys.
Good night. Did it stop or not?